Folks, welcome back to beautiful Santa Clara High School here on a wonderful Tuesday evening. Tonight's matchup between the Santa Clara Bruins and Lynnbrook Vikings, the second meeting this season between these two. Last time they played, Lynnbrook took it 47-45. Got to talk with the coach before tonight's game. He said his three keys were rebounds, ball movement, and communication.
That's what it says right there. We'd like to remind you this is Santa Clara High Broadcasting Club. I am Logan Van Pelt, and this is
Andy Littlefield.
And we have 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this second quarter of the Santa Clara High Lynnbrook game.
Moves it down the court. Sends it over to 4. It's 2-3.
Previous game we broadcasted for Santa Clara's boys basketball team was actually a victory against the Los Gatos, or Monte Vista Matadors. That was it. I remember the Matadors. 13-24 now. 5 minutes remain.
22 looks for options. He's got 20 open. Lynnbrook keeping it up top. Middle.
22 with the ball.
He cuts in. Fakes the shot.
Fake pass almost led to a turnover. Yeah, almost led to a turnover. That was very close.
Solid defense so far here by the Bruins, at least in this quarter. They seem to be smothering the ball anytime they get a pass off.
Yeah, they've been smothering them so far. That's going to be beneficial if they can sort of keep that up. As we mentioned last time in their Monte Vista game, they had a lead, about a 20-point lead for almost the whole game, and then their defense sort of started to slump. Getting to the fourth quarter, and they only won by 9, which is still impressive, but they're at the pace to win by at least like 20.
Up for 3, rebound control by Santa Clara. Yeah, you know, that game was a big character win for the Bruins. They were on a huge losing slump going into it.
9-game losing streak going into it. They were a big slump, and they needed to get that win in order to boost morale. I think that was one of the main points the coach wanted, was that victory was able to boost the morale of their team.
Yeah, he said, you know, a lot of these guys didn't know how to feel coming into the season. They went 5-5 during the preseason and came in with pretty high expectations. And, you know, when things don't go according to plan, team morale can take a huge shot.
Yeah, take a huge hit from that sort of unexpected loss. Those unexpected losses where you really have that confidence that you're going to win, and it just doesn't end up going your way. Those are some of the worst.
Yeah, the coach is talking about a lot of the guys trying to do too much as individuals. I think tonight, if the Bruins are able to play as a team, they'll be able to take down this Lynnbrook squad.
Yeah.
4 up top. Swords in 22. Cuts towards the basket, draws the foul.
It's a foul there. Be able to get 2 free throws.
Powerful play there by the Bruins. Good ball movement, too. That was part of tonight's keys to success.
Intelligent play by 22. They were able to understand that that was going to be a little rougher than it's supposed to be and get the free throws. Misses the first one.
If you're just tuning in, 3:32 left in the half. Santa Clara trails 13-24.
Makes second one. That'll be
shot there. That'll bring it within 10 for the Bruins as Lynnbrook moves it up the court.
14-24, only down by 10, and 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining.
And Lynnbrook looking for options. Santa Clara defense giving them nothing here. Great defensive play.
Just a brick wall there.
Here.
23 going with
the basket. Pivots backwards. Sends it out for the 3. Just off the mark.
Just off. That was close, though. He had a wide open shot there.
Solid team defense here by Santa Clara. Let's see if they can get another stop.
Lynnbrook going down the court gingerly here, probably trying to come up with a game plan to score on this so far tough defense by Santa Clara.
They find a gap, but can't capitalize on that. That's what you got to do. Santa Clara's defense so far, at least in this second quarter, hasn't given them a lot. So Lynnbrook has to capitalize on those opportunities.
Well, Santa Clara has to be able to.
3 for the Bruins.
Santa Clara has to be able to capitalize on offense.
Both teams here getting chances, not finishing their shots.
Be a reach in there. considering they aren't able to produce currently on offense. Apologies, we're experiencing technical difficulties as we adjust our camera here.
Lynnbrook looks for options. Again, they're keeping it slow. They're trying to find a gap in the Santa Clara defense.
And they almost did, but he wasn't able to be fast enough. But
with a
still
quick
gets the point.
cut in there. Beautiful cut.
Easy 2 to take him up 26-14. Timeout by the Bruins, it appears.
Timeout Lynnbrook.
It'll be a timeout Lynnbrook. Oh, okay.
You know, I talked to the coach before this, and you know, obviously team morale's been in better places in the past. And
It's been in limbo recently with their last couple of losses, but also being able to get that win, like we mentioned earlier with Monte Vista. That benefited them better than the 9-game losing streak.
right, and you know, they're only down by 12 here. You got 2:08 left in the half. So say bring it within 6, you go into the half, come up with a game plan, come out strong in the third. You know, their coach says never thought they were out of it. They really haven't been. There's been some games that have been tougher than others, but you know, they said they've always had a positive mindset coming into these matches, and that's really benefited them.
If they're to express that character, that those losses don't sort of eat into them and they allow themselves to deal with the struggle in order to become better, that will benefit them in the long run as well, especially going into next year for the juniors on this basketball team. I'd like to mention Santa Clara lost January 25th, 2024, so last Thursday, against Cupertino, 47-38. So that was a difficult loss for them. They, of course, have the chance to redeem themselves with this game. They're going to call on the legal screen on that one.
That just looked like a big body play there, and you know, I'm not going to argue with the ref's call, but
Looked more like a big body flop there on Lynnbrook's offense, or on Lynnbrook's defense, apologies, but it's the referee's discretion, of course.
Vikings offense trying to get something set up here. Bruins playing a bit more like a team. They're giving him the foul afterwards. That's the right call there. You can't follow through into him after the block.
Yeah, that was the correct call there.
They're giving him 2.
It seemed to be from the three-point line, though.
I got 2 refs signaling 2 different things. It's going to be 2 or 3.
It's from the three-point. It should be 3 free throws.
Here's another one. That's a big momentum killer here, especially if he gets all 3.
Yeah, if he gets all 3, then that will be devastating for them, as that will be a 15-point deficit.
Drains all 3 of them.
They'll be down 15, a minute and 48 seconds remaining in the quarter. Well, in the half, actually.
Santa Clara now looking for options.
22.
22 out front.
Turnover there. Oh, through off the second violation there.
Vikings now look to move the ball up the court. Just 3 free throws. Just showing us. 26 left to go in this first half. Lynnbrook dominating so far. Santa Clara's defense got a bit tighter here.
Intelligent pass game by Lynnbrook, except for when it gets turned over, such as number 4 getting able to steal that ball away from Lynnbrook's offense.
You know, one thing I'm looking for here, Santa Clara needs more communication. Relying too much on silence. That was the key to success here.
That they've been a little quiet. They need to be able to communicate well with one another and be able to limit sort of mistakes such as the turnovers, the bad passes that just lead to a shot that wasn't going to be made in the first place.
Under a minute left to go here in the first half. Vikings set up. 34. 20. Lynnbrook keeping it outside the 3.
7 on the shot clock.
Drives.
He's got to shoot it now.
Something
and he gets
off, and
blocked.
a big block there by the Bruins.
Just a powerful block right there. Just not going to let him have it.
20 seconds left. Lynnbrook recovers that ball. 7. Looks, spins around, tries to put something up, and
there's
he's
another block.
blocked at the buzzer. Big play there by the Bruins to finish the half.
We're talking about the phenomenal defense they've had so far, and they really showed it this second quarter, hoping that they can show it going into the next half and the third.
Again, one thing I want to add on there, communication. That's going to be their key. They've had good defense, but I haven't heard a lot of talk, and the court's been pretty much silent. And that's really going to be the key to success.
So far, their silent defense has been successful, but they need to be able to be loud on offense if they want to succeed and be able to cut this deficit from 13 points to a lead, hopefully, with...
We're at halftime now. Return in about 9 minutes. Score. Lynnbrook 29, your Santa Clara Bruins 16 here on the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Club.
Hello, everybody, and we're back with Santa Clara High Bruins versus Lynnbrook Vikings. Currently 29-16, Lynnbrook leads. 6 minutes 56 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, we talked to the coach at the half. He said number 22 for the Bruins. Ryan Mousselet. He's been a huge spark. You know, he's a defensive player. He usually doesn't make the wrong decision. That's his job. But today he's been more aggressive and it's been making a lot more of the right decision. He says he's been really impressed with that. Big key he pointed on, again, that more communication. That was one of our 3 keys to tonight's game. Communication. Talk, talk, talk. And just as we were saying, you know, finishing on chances. You know, he said it's pretty hard to win a game if you miss open shots. So
Exactly, and communication was the thing we were hoping they could succeed with and focus on their offense, leaving the first half. We were hoping that with improved communication could mean scoring, as they've been able to stump the offense primarily.
Caleb Perez, the ball, looking for options. Perez is a doubles pick. And David with the shot just off the mark there. Again, that's making those shots, making those open shots.
Yeah, that's what you need, is those open shots, especially because when they're just handing you the score, you have to be able to make it.
There's
Now,
some
miscommunications from Lynnbrook. Lynnbrook has a more risky kind of passing maneuvers when it comes to their game. They seem to be more turnover prone than Santa Clara so far in this game, but even that, they've still been able to be successful and score more and get those offensive rebounds.
The rebound recovered there by Nathan.
34 just snatches it right out of his hands to get that rebound.
Apollo, David, looking for Apollo. He's got him, keeping it up top. Apollo, big power move, drives to the rim and gets the 2 points and the foul.
Hopefully getting that and one.
Absolutely.
Number 2, Apollo to the line.
Shot. He's going to get 3
and
on that one play. That's beautiful, beautiful power move right there. Not the largest guy on the court, but makes his presence known.
It makes his presence known in the paint there, able to get the and one, get 3 points for a team and cut the deficit down to only 12.
22 for Lynnbrook. Trying to set up, looking for options. They look into the paint. Takes a shot from outside and drains it.
Just to sort of shush the Bruins offense as they got excited after those points. Just trying to keep them shut out and keep this lead while they still have it.
As back to Sun. He's been on the mark all night long. Apollo
Sun. 6 points in the last 2 possessions.
Lynnbrook trying to get set up here.
Just quick passing.
Even these open shots, hey, that's been the story of the first half. These teams weren't capitalizing. Now they are.
Just a duel here between both offenses, especially at that 3-point line so far. This legal screen.
Nathan gets called there. Tough break there, but Apollo Sun, can we talk about him? 2 huge plays. 6 points in the span of about
back-to-back, able to get those
seconds.
plays. Now, only if the Santa Clara Bruins can continue to play like how they did in that second quarter when it comes to their defense, then they won't be receiving back-to-back threes scored right on them. And that was just missed. While they look to try and shoot another one, or at least to recover from that.
22. He's looking for options. 26 on the shot clock. They got time here.
They're going to utilize this time while they can and keep with these quick passes so they find somebody who's open. And tries to drive to the paint, and it's almost stolen.
Block there. 12 seconds. Time ticking down. Looking for options. He gets smothered by the Bruins defense, and that'll be Bruins ball there. Great play there by Santa Clara. That's big defense, right? Playing larger than you are.
Yeah, we do have a pretty big body team this year with a lot of larger players, especially compared to Lynnbrook's players.
Oh, here comes Perez up the court. Caleb Perez, he's got Apollo Sun.
Hello, son.
Sun.
Tries to drive in.
Holds it off to Josh. Josh back to Caleb. Caleb to drive in. Josh takes the three. That's just off the mark.
Misses it. Oh, and it's a turnover
And
on that
steps
rebound.
out of
bounds.
bounds.
That is definitely not what you want to be seeing from their offense here.
Lucky break there for Santa Clara. Now Sun, he's been on the mark, just misses it. First time this quarter.
It's going to hit the rim. That's unfortunate, as he was on fire just the last couple of goes at it and was able to get them 6 points.
Lynnbrook really taking their time here. Lots of space. Their options. They're keeping it outside. Not a lot going into the paint here. Santa Clara's doing a good job shutting down that area of the court.
One issue Santa Clara has, though, is getting those rebounds, as we've seen multiple offensive rebounds
there
back
by
to
Josh.
back.
Great job there.
I mentioned multiple offensive rebounds back to back by Lynnbrook. They need to be able to get those rebounds and stop them, especially as they are the larger team. They need to take advantage of that size.
It's David. Steps in.
We're going
We're going to call him on a travel there. That's the right call.
Just a little slip up. That's unfortunate. Now 1 and 2 will leave, and 25 and 12 will enter.
Hamza and Abdul going on to the court for the Bruins. They
trail for Josh and Apollo Sun, who will now be on the bench waiting.
They trailed 22-37 with 2:20 left to go in this third quarter. Lynnbrook tries to set something up here. For up top again, spacing. They're not forcing a lot into the paint here. Keeping it outside. Santa Clara, again, done a good job shutting down that area of the court.
Yeah, they're keeping it outside, keeping it to that 3 ball, except for right there where they hit the easy shot sort of in the paint.
And still a bit outside the paint. Santa Clara, again, good job shutting down that area.
They've been able to keep that area locked up most of this game, so that was maybe just a little sign of error from the team.
David takes one. That's
and it's good.
For 3.
That 3 takes them 25-39, down by 14 with 1:30 remaining in the third quarter.
And big steal there
Big steal by Nathan.
Big body player David going to give it off to Nathan, and he
right
converts. There's a full court player right there. He goes north.
Exactly. Full court. That's a man that shows that he can get the steal and get the score and easily dominate on both offense and defense.
Talk about shutting down the paint. He's been the key reason why Lynnbrook hasn't been able to work in there, and the Santa Clara crowd back into this. They only trail by 12. Lynnbrook now looking for options. Tries forcing it into the paint. They send it right back out. Good defense there by the
24
Bruins.
on Lynnbrook is just constantly passing it, because 34 Nathan has been a brick wall to him so far.
First shot from in the
Oh,
paint
and there's
on the half.
24. Oh,
They'll get the foul.
get the foul on that.
Bad job. You know, Santa Clara here. Get this rebound. Get up the court. They have the momentum on their side. That was a big play there again.
It was a big play, but of course, errors with defensive rebounds here. They haven't been able to rebound that, and the Lynnbrook offense has been very successful when it comes to their offensive rebounds. He's going to make both of them. 41-27 Lynnbrook.
Caleb. He's got Hamza and Abdul. Just came off the last shift here.
Oh,
David back up
Hamza
to
tries to
Abdul.
screen
He
for
takes
him.
the shot from the 3. That's just off the target.
He's going to get the offensive rebound.
Huge rebound again. Big body
He's
player
gonna get somebody.
here. Back over to Abdul. He's looking for options.
Abdul trying to get it back to number 10.
David now. Crosses over
to
inside to
Hamza.
Hamza. Back out to David. Looking to drive in.
Oh, it just gets blocked, but it's saved by number 5.
Caleb.
11
Caleb.
seconds remain. Now only 7.
Caleb says, I'll do it myself, just off target. The rebound.
And it's also gonna
off
be
the
missed.
mark too. Tough break from the Bruins there. Again, that's about capitalizing on those open chances. We'll be right back after a quick break here on the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting. Clara High School Broadcasting Network here. Hamza over to Caleb to start this half. Santa Clara trails 41-27. The start of the
5
fourth
rushing down.
here.
Over 10.
Take the
Three's
shot.
going to be unsuccessful. I'd like to remind everybody we're the Santa Clara High Broadcasting Club. SCHS The Roar is our YouTube channel that you're watching this from now. And stay tuned as we'll have more games, including tomorrow's girls basketball game. Tomorrow, 7 to 8. And then also we'd like to reiterate, I am Logan Van Pelt, and this is
Andy Littlefield.
as they'll get the and one there. Let's see if they can capitalize on the free throw.
Santa Clara, a bit of a defensive lap there. Just start. A couple of guys left open there. It's uncharacteristic from this Bruins team tonight.
Yeah, this defense that we saw that was so strong in the second quarter is now beginning to sort of crumble as, once again, that problem with Lynnbrook getting those offensive rebounds still shows. That's one of the big things that they need to focus on going into their next couple of games is being able to get those rebounds and being able to sort of stop their team, the other team's offense, and especially how they've been able to capitalize on these rebounds despite the fact that they aren't even at the size advantage in most cases. Oh, and it seems like it's going to be out on Santa Clara.
Again, rebounds, ball movement, and communication, the three keys to tonight's game.
Well, we've seen their communication was better in that third quarter, but besides that, they haven't been able to follow the game plan to a T of sorts. They've been able to follow it in some instances. Oh, there's a fight there between Santa Clara players for that rebound.
Give it over to Caleb. Perez. Pass over up top. Hamza sets the screen. Perez drives to the paint. Out to David. Back to Perez.
Trying to capitalize while he's in the corner.
David. He's looking for options. Inside to Hamza. He's going to go up. Just misses.
Just ruthless in the paint there, but it wasn't able to work. And we see Lynnbrook rushing down the court here, as we like to mention. 43-27. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. Santa Clara needs to be able to score 16 points just to tie in this game. Make that 18 to tie, as Lynnbrook is able to get the 2.
You can hear the coach clearly upset there. That's the same move that got him the foul last time for Lynnbrook. Obviously, we don't want to let him keep getting away with it.
We don't want to let them keep getting that one, because if you allow so many free throws to be shot, then that's going to add up. And that's not going to... Oh, and there's going to be a quick steal there by Lynnbrook. And an easy layup to take them 47-27. 20-point deficit now for Santa Clara.
And you can already see the bench looks deflated here. They're going to try to get Apollo Sun back in the next sub.
Of course, Apollo Sun's had 6 points so far this second half.
As Perez crosses over up top to David. Then to Nathan. Big body play off target. It's going to be a Santa Clara ball. Sub in here. Abdul for Apollo. Sorry, Apollo for Abdul. Santa Clara 16 seconds left on the shot clock again. They trail by 20, 47-27.
Back to 34, and he misses the shot, but he's trying to steal the ball from 24.
A
Unsuccessful.
bit more aggression there. You had him locked up. Go for that ball.
That's the aggression we've been wanting to see this game, but just now it's sort of showing its face when it possibly is too late. As with these 5 minutes, they need to be able to score more frequently than they've had this whole game. And let's be more points.
2-4 been a big player here so far for Lynnbrook. Gave it over to Caleb back up top. Said that name a lot tonight.
Going over back to Apollo Sun.
Hamza checked hard.
Yeah, seemed to check hard there on the screen. Hamza's been their main
Apollo
screen
moves
setter.
in, he draws the foul. You know, we talk about Apollo Sun. He's played much larger than he is. You know, not the tallest guy on the court, but he plays big.
He might look like the smallest in the court, but he's one of the biggest players we have here on this Santa Clara team.
Get 2 here. He drains that first one. 7.5 for him now. Apollo drains both of them. That's that consistency you need. Even when your team's streaky, you gotta find consistent pieces to hold on to. Apollo Sun's one of them. You get timeout here from Lynnbrook.
Like to
Santa
mention,
Clara trails 29-49, 4:37 left tonight's matchup.
like to mention that Santa Clara will be at Saratoga on the 1st of February. Then we'll be home against Homestead on the 6th of February, and then we'll play, seems to be their final game of the season, at Fremont on the 13th.
And Homestead will be senior night. We'll be sure to cover that one for you.
While when it comes to Lynnbrook's schedule, the games they have left are against Fremont on the 2nd, Monte Vista on the 6th, and Cupertino on the 9th. Like we mentioned, senior night coming up soon against Homestead. We definitely want to see as much success from this team as possible when it comes to that game, as that is a big night for our seniors here on the court, including Paulo Sun.
A lot of seniors on this team. You know, timeout called by Lynnbrook, but what do you think coach is talking about? You got 4:33, trailing by 20. What do you think's the message being said at the bench?
I think the message mainly relies on the fact of this game might be done, but take it as a learning experience. Take it on the chin and move forward, especially as they have only 3 more games this season. They want to be able to win those games. They want to be able to be successful in those last couple games. Even if they can't win here, they have to look at the bright spots and be able to focus on them in order to expand this team into greater successes.
Abdul in for Caleb. See him cross over now, sends it back to Apollo's son. Apollo drives to the paint.
And just missed. Oh,
Rebound by Hamza, just off the mark.
shot isn't able to cover
Big
for it. and
play
it's a
there
steal
by
Apollo's
Apollo's
son.
son. He sends it out to Abdul, just came in,
And it's a three.
drains it. Abdul, big play there, huge celebration from the Bruins bench.
Cuts
That's
the
a big
deficit
play
down
for a
to
guy-
17.
A big play and a big confidence booster there for Abdul.
As he was able to, his last shot he went for was missed. I think his first 2 threes were missed, as he was 1 for 3 so far. But keep playing like that, and this game won't seem as far as it has been this whole time.
Not over till it's over. Hamza fighting coverage, just off. Now Abdul just drained a 3, back to Apollo. Apollo up top, fakes left, moves in right,
Oh, there's going to be a
gives
turnover
it
on
away. He says, I want it back. Lynnbrook takes
that.
it
Tries to grab that
anyways.
back, but 24 has got a tight grasp on that ball. And then, interesting issues there, but
Caleb
seems to
Perez
be-
now in for David.
that'll be Lynnbrook ball. Santa Clara team able to play rough there in order to sort of try and get the ball away, but it wasn't successful in the end.
And you know, we like Apollo's game. We really like it. He's been a solid player, especially this half for the Bruins. But you know, you gotta. Coach is talking about playing as a team instead of a bunch of individuals.
There'll
And
be
that's
layup
something
there
they
by
struggled
Lynnbrook.
at on that last play.
Yeah, because there can be one successful individual on a 5-person team, but that doesn't mean that the 5-person team will all be successful. That's the issue. They have to be able to all be a cohesive unit, and a lot of that comes from their communication that we've been not able to really see as much as we've seen in previous games, and that we were hoping to see.
Timeout now for the Bruins. Choice words there from the coach. You know, sometimes that's what it takes to get a team to wake up. They trail now 21. 2:49 left to go. They got that finish chant there for the Bruins. Again, try to close this game out. You got to pull positives from where you can. Close this game out strong. Find a way to finish. Find a way to play as a team for these last.
Last 2 minutes
3
and
minutes,
49
give or
seconds. Give or take 3 minutes. Yeah, about finishing the game. When finishing the game, you want to be able to score these last couple minutes because, you know, it's always the loss is always going to look bad on paper, but seeing a game be this defeating of a loss and just depressing of like seeing the 20-point lead that Lynnbrook has had, they want to be able to cut that and be able to come out of this going into the next game with some benefit to their previous games and be able to focus on what was good and how we can improve that, and then how we can fix what was wrong.
Abdul just off the mark. Here comes Caleb, also off the mark there. Santa Clara playing hard to get for that ball. Lynnbrook moves it down the court here.
Going slowly down the court here as they're just trying to end this game as quick as possible. Oh, turnover.
Play there. Hamza, he's got Caleb. He's going to go to the paint himself.
It's
off target.
Not going to work out for him.
Trying to do too much. Another guy
Like
cross.
we said, you got to be team players here in order for their success. 5 people on team, not just one. And they'll score there. 55-32, a minute and 40 remain.
Comes Caleb. The court. Spins in, out to Abdul. Bench stands up off the target.
And the bench has really been behind Abdul, meaning that he's most likely very much a team player here. As when the team is excited for him, that's how you can tell that he has let a positive impact on this team. And hoping that that positive impact can also allow for him to improve in games such as, not this one, but hopefully soon, especially with Homestead Senior Night. There'll be a reach in there.
Blue 32 with the foul.
Almost about to call set hike there.
Wrong season.
Wrong sport, wrong season, as it is winter sports here.
Oh, Hamza, he's got Apollo, just drew the foul. 103 and counting.
Apollo with 8 points this second half.
Abdul, they know he's a shooter.
Ooh, and it's going to be stolen. Jump.
I like that about Apollo's game. He never gives up on that play. He
Yeah,
keeps fighting, especially he tries to make up for a mistake whenever it happens.
Yeah,
And that's
he's
something
someone
you
that
can't
will-
really teach.
Yeah, that's not something. That's the hustle that he just has ingrained in him that is been able to cause some of his success, especially his success when it comes to being able to steal the ball on defense. And calls like that, you just have to be a little bit more careful. That's where his tenacity and his aggression sort of was more of a deficit and damage to his game. But usually when he plays angry as he does, it leads to errors from teams like that. Travel there.
Yeah, forcing mistakes from the other team. Santa Clara is going to have just under the full game time. 35.6 left, 35 on the shot clock. They trail 32-55. Caleb Perez up off
Just missed with the
target,
rebound by
back to
Apollo Sun.
Apollo Sun. Apollo, Caleb wants the ball here. Options. Duel now. Looking for options. He's got 9 and counting. Here comes Hamza. Over to Apollo. Sends it to Abdul. Calls for the ball.
And it's just missed, but Hamza's going to get the rebound.
Hamza gets the
And
rebound.
it's just
That'll
clock's
do it
gonna
for
run out.
tonight's matchup.
That was Santa Clara versus Lynnbrook boys basketball as Lynnbrook would win 55-32.
And thank you everyone for tuning in to tonight's matchup. We will be back here again tomorrow night.
For girls basketball, same time, same channel.
Coach Didi Kyoto looks for another win on the season. They had a pretty successful game last time we covered them. You know, talk about a bit of a tough loss here from Santa Clara, but there were bright spots, and that's what you have to really take and carry over to those next matches.
Exactly, and we'll, of course, see our Santa Clara boys basketball one more time as they will face off against Homestead.
For senior night, that'll do it for tonight's matchup here on the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Network. I'm Andy Littlefield.
And I'm Logan Van Pelt.
Signing off for tonight. Good night. Stay safe.